The real mystery is why they did the latter. Netflix has replenished its catalog of cinematic background noise with Murder Mystery 2, the easily forgettable sequel to the stinking detective comedy starring Jennifer Aniston and Adam Sandler as married crime solvers. Movie review: Murder Mystery 2, 89 minutes. Rated PG-13. On Netflix. In the first movie, the Spitzes take on amateur detective work as Miss Marple. Nick was an NYPD officer and Audrey was a hairdresser. This time professionals like Hercule Poirot. Their super-rich friends from the latest movie are summoned his luxury private island to attend the wedding of Maharaja, his girlfriend, Claudette. The beginning of the movie, which takes place in a fascinating facility, is the Slight Lotus. Colonel Miller is one of the less eccentric characters in Murder Mystery 2. In a pompous ceremony, complete with a brief choreographed dance and an elephant, the Maharaja's bodyguard is killed and the Maharaja is kidnapped. The Spitzes begin to awkwardly question suspects, each more boring than the last. Francisco, a former football player and lecher who says, "I've made love to 10,000 women," bride Claudette, who is forced to sign a suffocating prenup, attention-loving sister Saira, Countess Sekou, and Colonel, whom the Maharaja refused promotion. When MI6 Colonel Miller shows up to take over case, the unidentified kidnapper calls and demands that $60 million be handed over to very humble Arc de Triomphe in Paris in exchange for his captors. Sandler jokingly, irresistibly calling him Arc de Triomphe. At Maharaja's wedding on the island, Spitzes are thrown into another foolish case. Scott Yamano, Netflix 2023. Claudette said, "I don't want these clowns getting involved anymore." We can't help but agree that Aniston Sandler weren't unusually charming and funny here while they were screaming swinging in Paris. In the City of Lights, Audrey and Nick become suspects themselves after a failed delivery job and the French police are on their trail. So they must find the kidnapper and prove their innocence. Along the way, they stop by some of highlights of Paris, such Opera Garnier, which they haven't enjoyed as spectacularly new, John Wick Chapter 4. Audrey and Nick search for the Maharaja's kidnapper in Paris. The biggest action sequence in director Jeremy Garelick's movie, Still Ma, takes place in the Eiffel Tower and its famous restaurant, bringing to mind the worst-reviewed MGM James Bond movie of all time, A View to A. At least there were Roger Moore and Grace Jones in that Eiffel Tower chase. When identity of the is revealed and they are eventually exposed to their whole job is painfully uninteresting. Netflix is also in charge of the Knives Out series, and while Glass Onion didn't make my eyes water, Rian Johnson's sending of Agatha Christie is leagues better than this formulaic, soulless scumbag. The publisher's Murder Mystery 2 is nothing more than a free vacation for Jennifer Aniston and Adam Sandler.